about to open a window into the life of a ghost hunter. We'll show you dark, creepy roads that lead to night. We'll show you haunted places, but most importantly, we'll show you what happens along the way there. You may see something.
I was sitting around relaxing, and all of a sudden the phone rings, and I thought it was Grace, so I hit the ignore button like I usually do. And she was just relentless. It kept ringing and ringing and ringing. So finally I answered it. She said, "Hey, I need to get cookout because we didn't get cookout the last trip." And I'm thinking, like, I'm getting Chinese food for dinner. You know what I mean? It's going to be better than cookout. It's going to be really good. But long story short, just to appease Grace, I said, all right, let's go down to cookout. So we're on our way down there right now. But not just to go to cookout. We actually have an investigation of Williamsburg at a private business. I'm not sure what all we'll be able to disclose about that. A lot of these investigations we can't record because of the property owner. Sometimes it's just us, the nature of the investigation. It depends. I said that before. But another thing we don't do is we don't find out if we can record it until we get there, because we don't want to put any pressure on the people or anything like that. And we're not going to do the investigation any different, whether it's recorded or not. It's going to be done basically the same. So we just usually find out when we get there. We say, hey, do you want us to record this or not? You know, tell them either way is fine. We'll see what this person says tonight. But Grace, you're excited there, huh?
Yeah, I love cookout.
Yeah, you've been
Forget the investigation. Let's go to cookout.
You've been waiting for this for a long time, huh?
Yeah, I've been asking for cookout. They keep taking me to like Mexican places and
yeah. So, and I gotta say, the cookout in Williamsburg is one of the best. And if you ever go down to Williamsburg, I don't know what people know and they don't know. It's the colonial capital because the capital of Virginia moved there in 1699, I believe it was. Got that year wrong, but no, it wasn't 1699. It's like 1799.
Don't even ask me.
I don't know. It moved there from Jamestown, basically, and they have it set up like it was back in colonial times. So this is a place you can go to and you'll see people walking around in the reenactor's outfit, dressed like colonial times, colonial shops, all that stuff. But if you go outside of a lot of people think of it as that colonial village. If you go outside of that, there's actually a lot more down there. There's like a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. They have these Williamsburg general stores that have everything from ice cream to knickknacks and hot sauces and shirts and all kinds of cool stuff. Some other things down there like outlets and stuff, but people live down there. So outside of this little colonial bubble, there's a huge city of Williamsburg where people live and work and have Barnes and Nobles and all that kinds of cool stuff. And that's the part that we're headed to. So when you think of Williamsburg and think colonial, that's not what we're headed to tonight. Grace is excited, like I said, because of the cookout. We're going to meet up with Matt down the road here, and we'll go from there. Maybe we'll get him some corn dogs.
Not the corn dogs.
Yeah, so we got some new cookout boxes here. And what's inside this one? Oh, a couple of corn dogs. But where's the third one? I got the third one here, hopefully. Yep, there it is right there. So we got 3 corn dogs, and we'll tell you about that in a little bit, because the last reference to that was on TikTok. So Grace,
Yeah.
what do you got? What do you got there?
I got a hot dog, which is cookout style, which is like what the heck? It's chili and coleslaw and onions, and then there should have been pickles on here, but I don't see them. And then We got some Cajun fries and some nuggets, which they literally only give you 3 nuggets.
Yeah, I like the nuggets, but it is limited.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna take a bite of that hot dog or?
Yeah, I guess I will. It'll be really messy.
Oh, man, that.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you're saving up the obnoxious bite for later, huh? All right, Matt. What do you got there?
I got a chicken quesadilla and grilled chicken sandwich, and
nice.
I've never had their chili before.
Oh no!
But I've heard it's good.
So you got the cup of chili. There it
There's
is.
a tiny cup of chili.
That is a little cup of chili.
So
Yeah.
I would sandwich first. So
Oh, man,
This
that's
isn't very obnoxious either.
that's healthy. That's a healthy sandwich right there too, because it's grilled chicken. Grilled chicken is always healthy.
trying to lose a little bit of weight. So
Yeah. So that's the way to do it. Leave the breading off the chicken, I guess. But we'll make up for it with the corn dogs in a little bit. We actually had a lady that was on our team, came out to cook out. She threw a fit about that little cup of chili. She's like, "You call this a cup? This ain't a cup." But that's in a video. Actually posted on our YouTube channel there. But I got the cookout style burger. And the cookout style burger has coleslaw and chili, just like Grace's hot dog, except for it also has bacon on it. I'll take a little bite of this. That's a good burger.
So I asked for lettuce and tomato on this with onion. I took a bite. They just gave me one whole patty of onion on this thing. So very shocking to bite into a whole slab of onion. So what you're about to witness is a redo of something we did in a past episode where we saw who could take the biggest bite of a corn dog. I was the victor. We're going to see if Grace can do better.
Grace is out for that title. You're out for that corn dog title, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is called the Corn Dog Challenge. The previous one never made it on YouTube because we didn't have sound on the video for the most part. Yeah, so it's on TikTok. TikTok at Virginia Paranormal.
Mine's burnt. Somebody else go.
Doing a little mustard. We got to do a countdown or what?
Do a countdown. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Where'd it go?
It wasn't as hot that time.
I really think I was going to win. Second. We'll take it. So I got to say, there's no room for improvement there. Like, that's it.
I don't
That's
think I
it.
could do any better than that.
No, you gotta take the stick.
So did you have a different strategy than this time, or?
Well, this time the corn dog wasn't like burning hot, so it didn't burn the roof of my mouth. See, I went in sideways this time.
No, you did that last time.
No, last time I just went straight in.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff,
And I'm Linda.
and it is the day after yesterday. We are heading out on the road here to Prospect, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And along the way, we're going to stop near Amelia Courthouse, which is another small town in Virginia, to eat at this place that Linda picked out.
Yep.
Tell us what to expect here, Linda, with this place, would you?
I don't really know. It looked like it had a train theme, and it's called something station. So it sounded like, it looked like a diner that basically had kind of a train theme. And if you know anything about us, you know that we absolutely love trains. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that this kind of suits us. This place suits us. But the thing about it is that if you know Amelia Courthouse, you also know that there are like 4 restaurants in the entire town. So there wasn't a whole lot of choice.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know, when I was looking for somewhere new. It seems like we're always eating Mexican food. So I thought, well, let me just try this diner. It just kind of seemed, you know, seemed an appropriate fit for tonight. So that's why we chose that.
Yeah, it should be a good experience. I always need to try a new place. We did have the investigation last night. We weren't able to film that. No video coming out about that. A lot of times we'll do investigations of businesses, and that's not the kind of publicity they want. So we just kind of keep it on the down low. But today, I don't know, once again, if we're going to be able to record this one or not. We'll find out when we get there, of course. But this is it. This is quite a heavy case that's going on here. And, you know, we can always give a little details about the case. Like I said, I'm not sure if we'll be able to film it. Given it, we certainly can't give any specifics.
Right.
But it involves rocks that have been found in the yard that have dates of like 1100 on them and some kind of symbols. Several dogs getting sick and dying, people being scratched and bruised,
Yes. People getting sick. Yes.
Yeah, and so the people, when I talked to them on the phone a little while ago, they were going through a rough time of it, really rough time of it. So we made this case a priority. We kind of had to shuffle another one, push it back a little further,
Yeah.
take it out to this one, because this is going to be the reports are pretty intense. So we'll keep you posted with what we can and can't along the way. But first stop here, we're going to meet up with Matt at this restaurant. About 25 minutes down the road here.
Yep.
It's not 25 minutes from us, but it's 25 minutes from where we are now.
Right.
We've been driving for like 2 hours or something. like
Yeah.
that, so. All right, we're here at the restaurant. They got a little train out in front there. And there's Matt. Matt, how's it going?
Good.
How about that investigation last night, huh?
That one was good.
Yeah. Some voices and some thumps and a lot of strange things.
Yep.
But we're gonna go in here and we're gonna check out this restaurant here. What's it called?
Journey
Journey.
Community Center and Restaurant
All right.
and church.
Nice. They got
It
everything
says
here.
Journey United Methodist Church.
All right.
So,
Let's check it out.
lighter hamburger. That's light. I don't know what's going to be not light.
So I went ahead and ordered the crab cake. Got some coleslaw there, mac and cheese. Matt, what do you got there?
I got
Oh yeah.
steamed shrimp with broccoli, hush puppies, and coleslaw.
Nice.
I can't say I've seen coleslaw that has a pink, purple tint to it.
Oh, that's gonna be good. That's a good kind.
That's from the purple cabbage. I think that they're, I guess they call it red cabbage, but it's purple technically. So I like the butter. It has the little comes in tin foils because it makes it easier to actually rub it all over. Like if you don't have a piece of bread handy to put your butter on, so you could just kind of rub it all over there, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
it
the way
doesn't
to
make
do
as
it.
much of a mess.
Yeah.
But I got flounder. I got a piece of fried flounder, which I took a little bite of it, and it's really good.
Yeah. So
But,
you already got a verdict there,
it's
huh?
very hot. Yes, hot, almost too hot to eat.
I'm gonna try these shrimp. Being a Florida guy, I'm used to stuff coming right off the coast of Florida, and we're pretty west into Virginia, so I'll be curious to see.
Yeah, absolutely. A little cocktail sauce there.
Yeah. But what you'd expect from a kind of restaurant like this with the seafood.
Nice, nice. I want to go ahead and tear into this crab cake right here with this special sauce that it comes with.
Remoulade.
Remoulade sauce. Okay. So, not sure if I had remoulade before. Have you heard of remoulade?
I have heard of remoulade sauce, yes.
What is that?
Not exactly sure. I'm not sure I've ever had it.
Yeah, let's see here. A little. Not
You
really.
gotta dip it in there.
Yeah, I lost some. Mmm, remoulade.
What does it taste like?
I don't know.
Now I gotta have a taste.
Very
of it.
unique sauce. So, quite a good restaurant we had here. We went for some dessert afterwards, and we got some brownies with some ice cream. And
Yeah. They warmed the brownie and then put the ice cream on it, the vanilla ice cream, and then asked us what kind of sauce we wanted. Of course, I'm like caramel, you know.
I wanted
They
barbecue.
both got- yeah. But they both got chocolate. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And everything was like, you could tell it was home cooked. None of this stuff had come from a freezer, from a bag. You know, I think like everything is local. I was pretty sure that the corn on the cob that I was eating probably came out of one of these cornfields around here. So it was kind of a neat experience. And then we found out, of course, that all of the proceeds from the restaurant actually go to support their missions, because it's actually a church. So kind of cool. Neat place.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone there really friendly.
Yes.
Really nice people.
Yeah. Very friendly.
If you're ever in a small town, stop by a place like this. You
Yes.
know, a lot of these small areas, they get stigmatized.
They
you know,
do.
for being full of like grouchy people that judge outside. But
Yeah.
I mean, people saw us, they talked to us, they said, "Oh, you should go to this
Yes.
place. This place is on." Stop by your small town, support the business.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, good food, good people.
Yeah, and this is a church telling us where the ghost hunters should go. So, you know,
That's
they're
right.
that friendly. But yeah, I mean, and plus you're supporting, when you stop at a small place like this, you're supporting a very small business. And those are ever increasingly becoming rare nowadays as Amazon and Walmart seem to take over everything. They're going to be opening restaurants next.
They are.
We'll all
Yeah.
be eating there.
You'll be able to order food off of Amazon.
Yep.
The drones will bring it to your house.
That's right.
But maybe some coffee
Yes.
before we hit the investigation site here.
Yes.
What'd you go for there?
Just the regular. It's the mild roast and it has the most caffeine.
Oh. It looks like it's piping hot.
It
I'm
is.
sure to
It's
say.
quite hot. Yes.
It's a pretty nice ice sign they got here.
The only place you're getting anything is where you would typically expect it to be.
Right, like the AC unit,
Yeah,
electrical
yeah. I mean,
sockets.
panel box, and there's a electrical cord, like an extension cord, in the kitchen where I was getting high readings. But so it's interesting. I'm getting no high readings with the tri-field meter, measuring electromagnetic frequencies. He has basically a handheld Geiger counter, so it's measuring radiation, and this thing is giving some really high readings for some reason.
It keeps, yeah, like it just. I'm
Clicks
confused
up.
because it's fluctuating. It starts at like a 15 to a 25, which is normal, and then it's going all the way up to like a 36. Like right now, it's climbing all the way back up to a 30, and then it'll just randomly drop.
Yeah.
So 31, and it's ticking up, and like I walked into the bathroom, and it just climbed up from like a 16 up to like a 32.
Yeah, but I had just walked out of there and I went back in and I got nothing. It's
Yes.
actually fairly low.
It's like at the place we were at yesterday. You saw with this, it was 10 to like a 15 the entire time.
Yeah,
So,
so there's something about the radiation here. And I asked him, I said, what about radon? Would radon set it off? And he said, no, it's more like, what you would use at Chernobyl to
it was
measure
just,
the,
it's
you know,
right on there.
radiation.
Nuclear radiation detector.
Yeah,
And that's all it detects.
There, 21. So it went down a whole, like 10
yeah.
CPM
It's
there.
like it goes up and then it goes down, goes up, goes down.
So,
All right, I don't think we've taken any photographs, so maybe we're gonna do some baseline photos.
Any particular room that feels uneasy?
This room felt more uneasy than any of the rest of them. But that being said, I don't think it's anything to do with this house. I don't think this house has anything to do with what's going on. And I think there are some things going on the property, but my first impression was that something came through her. And then she started actually discussing the fact that her mother had schizophrenia, and as she got older and older and older, the schizophrenia got worse and worse and worse. So she always kind of wondered if maybe there was something that had basically was attacking her mother and causing her to have the schizophrenia. But I kind of feel like there's something attached to this woman. Like it's whatever it is. I think it comes from her lineage.
Well, this is the room where her mother passed away as well.
Oh, is it?
Matt, could you give us a little
I didn't know that.
intel on this investigation? What are some of the reports, just for the folks at home, you know?
So, a lot of the main reports, a lot of it's outside. The gentleman that lives here says that he sees figures standing in the woods staring at him. He's often seen figures that he believes are or were enslaved people hanging from some of the trees. So he sees a lot of stuff outside. He's had stuff thrown at him while he's been working, hearing noises, hearing weird sounds that you shouldn't normally hear, like yelling, screaming, and just a lot of, as he said, disturbing kind of encounters outside the property. And he said he's actually too scared to go into the woods, just because he's found some stuff. He said he found like a baby doll, like burned up, that something left on a log that he got rid of. He had a cross that he put out that he came back and it was upside down. So it's like something in the woods or on the property is messing with him outside and is now making its way inside. So I mean, they're everywhere.
Yeah. I've never heard of minced clams.
Oh, yeah, that goes good in spaghetti.
Yeah. What's your clam sauce you were talking about? Italian people, right?
Yeah.
So we get some outside photos.
Yeah, let's wander outside.
Did notice when he was talking about the haze that he keeps saying, when he opened that door in the kitchen, I did notice what like appeared like a haze moving upwards.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't,
Jeff,
but I did notice, like, on the roof, when he was pointing at the haze, it looked like almost like heat coming off the roof. You know, like the wavy heat lines, kind of.
Yeah. Watch your step. It's a little bumpy. There's a pool on the ground to the right here.
Yeah.
Not getting any good pictures because of this humidity out here.
They've also had 2 dogs that passed away, unexplained circumstances. One they found, it died right there on the porch, and they believe that it was the entities that were here that actually attacked the dogs and caused their demise.
Her idea was to breed Rottweilers. That's part of the reason she purchased this home, because it was kind of back off of the main roads and she felt like the dogs would be safe. So she had 2 Rottweilers and she was breeding them. She was getting the puppies and selling them, and that was giving her the extra money she needed to be able to survive, because, you know, Social Security doesn't actually let you survive nowadays on its own. But yeah, she said that, you know, it was like within 24 hours. Like, evidently the dog started getting sick one day in the morning, and by the evening it was dead. And then again, with the other dog, the same thing. But one of them was 5 and one of them was 7. And the vet could find no reasonable explanation as to why these dogs had passed away.
All right, what do we got here?
So I was standing here and I took a picture on the full spectrum, and I'll zoom back out. There's something right here, and Jeff, you and Linda were off to the side. You weren't in front of me. And this came up right
It
here.
looks
That
to
thing
me-
on the right, on the far right
Yeah,
side of the
far
picture?
right
Yep.
side. It looks to me like a sleeve, like a coat sleeve.
And if I zoom in on it, you see it's almost transparent.
Yeah,
You
and
kinda
there's a little
see the-
space down at the bottom of it almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a coat sleeve. It looks like the bottom of the sleeve right here, right there, and then
The
his
hand.
hands hanging out. And what you're seeing with the dark spot is the space between his body and the hand.
And I was holding my flashlight down like this, so yeah, I took a picture over here and I panned this way. There's the tree right there.
Yeah, that's that big tree. Yeah.
And then
So take another picture. Try to take one exactly where you were before. Nothing.
Nothing there.
Nothing there.
yeah, you
That's
see that
interesting.
pole is a little more off distance.
Yeah.
And actually in this picture I was aimed a little more this way.
Yeah. You were.
So this tree straight ahead here is what he pointed out is what they see as the hanging tree. Now, it's clearly not old enough to have been here during the Civil War or back during those days when he was referring to. But nonetheless, they see figures hanging from the tree here.
So I'm not sure why, but since we've gotten on the property, I felt kind of drawn to this area over here. Almost like watched from this area, like something standing here, kind of keeping an eye on us. And I've taken a few pictures. I don't think anything's shown up in them, but then it's very like humid out. So when I take a picture, all you see is that humidity, kind of as a fog in front of the picture. But yeah, something draws me to this particular area.
You want to know what's funny about that? Jeff, when we were walking with the guy, he had said right back here, there's a man that's watching him.
Oh,
And just
really?
stands there.
He did when he was taking us
right
around
here
the
where you are
property.
standing,
Really?
Linda. He said right back here, you can
Yes.
see him standing there watching,
Ah.
and he doesn't move. It was right here where we were standing.
Ah,
He pointed right there where that tree
that's
stood there.
interesting.
That's crazy. I wouldn't have even thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
because I was talking to her and I didn't hear any of what you guys were saying here. I thought maybe he was talking about finding rocks or something out there. Yeah, it's strange. We're gonna try a burst EVP session, and maybe move around. It's not like it's a gigantic house, so if there's something in here that does want to communicate with us, we would expect that it would come in and try to communicate. So we will, see what we can get out of this.
Matt?
Linda,
Jeff?
Is there anyone in this house who would like to talk with us, say hello, or say anything at all? Can you tell us your name?
where was that? Do you know any of the people from the woods?
Do you know the people who live here?
I put that thing there with the red light on it. You can go near that and it'll light up and let us know that you're there as well, if you'd like to try that. Are you willing to come near that thing?
Nothing we have is going to hurt you. We promise you it's just so that you can talk with us. What's the watch close there?
How long have you been here? Have you been on the property for a very long time?
We ran an EVP. We didn't really hear a ton, but at one point I had asked about the rocks that they're finding that have supposedly like etchings and things in them, and it sounds like a sigh or a breath came through. So I got it queued up, and I'm going to see if we can pick it up on the camera. So you'll hear it when it plays through. You'll hear me ask the question, and then you'll hear the noise. Do you know anything about the rocks that are here? That sound right there. That sound. None of us heard it audibly, so we don't really know what that was. So we're going to have to go back, analyze it in the software, and see if maybe we can debunk what it is, or if it really is something that we picked up. It almost sounds like music.
Did it?
Because I still hear it.
Must be something out there.
You hear it coming from the corner here?
Yeah, it's either outside or there's something standing right here. But it's almost sounds like music or.
Right there on the other side of that wall is the light that came on by itself and went back off by itself when we were standing in the backyard. So it's got to be something about this room, because there's a lot of stuff. She said her mother passed away in this room. Then the light just outside that door. And I felt funny before I even knew that her mother had passed away in this room. When I first came in this room, it felt funny to me. It felt weird. So there's something about this. And then the dog, like the dog would get in here and just bark and bark and bark and bark and bark.
So I guess we're going to have to go outside and see if there's music playing out there, huh?
Maybe, yeah.
What I might do, since this worked in the last place we were at, I'm going to place the recorder down and just let it roll by itself.
Yeah.
Because the last time we did that at the last place, we picked up a door opening and like someone having a conversation.
Right.
Even though there's nobody in the office complex, and you couldn't hear us outside. So I'm going to do that, see if we get some similar results.
It sounds like a good idea. Yeah, let's go see if we can find where this music's coming from.
So what are we doing out here?
We're trying to figure out where the music was coming from, if we can hear it from out here or not.
Oh, maybe it was something he was doing.
Was he just using a saw?
I don't know. I don't know if he was using a saw.
Because if he was out here working, then what we might have heard was him using a
A
tool.
high-pitched tool, yes. It could be.
I'll go check with him.
Yeah. Yeah, you go ask him.
All right, so went outside to see what might have been making that noise, and the gentleman was outside doing some work. And I had asked him if he was using any power tools, and he said he wasn't. And we looked around the area, didn't hear or see anything. Can't rule it as something paranormal, but also can't necessarily explain it. There are people every once in a while that we can hear kind of driving by, because this is kind of back roads area, so there are people driving around, hanging around, but it was a noise that we couldn't necessarily explain. So don't really know what to say about that. Couldn't find a source to it, so right now it's kind of just up in the air.
All right, so we're back in the living room here, and we're going to go ahead and run the spirit box for a little bit, see if we have any good results with that.
Is this an easier way to communicate with us? You could talk into this device.
How do you feel about the dog?
That's a little puppy.
It is a puppy.
Come here. It's okay. Good.
Oh, he's great.
Wow. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay.
Come here, come. Hi. Hi. You smell Dougie? You smell Dougie?
That's cute.
Are you scaring the dog in here?
What is your purpose here?
Is there anywhere we should go that we can talk to you better? It's gonna be difficult.
So we decided to come outside. Gonna venture a little ways into the woods here, and there's a lot of stuff that's seen back here. Churches and pillars and buildings and people walking around. So we're gonna go back there and see if we get any responses.
We're in the backyard. Over here, you could see there's a cross right there, and that's where they said that they had buried the dogs that just suddenly died. And over here is where he said he had found the like baby doll that was burned up, and he had put a cross there. And he said like by that evening he came out and the cross was like flipped upside down, and he had just left it there, didn't touch it. So he is like terrified to go out into these woods because he's seeing like shadow figures that are just staring at him and watching him, and just a real uneasy feeling. So, and he is sure that there are probably a bunch of Civil War soldiers that have been buried out here. So just very strange feeling that he gets out here in these woods.
He also mentioned something about an Indian burial ground out here too, didn't he?
Yes. I don't remember the tribe that he said was out here, what he said it was, but he did say that before the Civil War started, they had come out here and basically decimated the population of Native Americans that were living out here. So anyone who studies this kind of stuff knows that you mess with Native American culture, that's going to stir some stuff up. Or at least that's what they say in the field, is you disturb Native American grounds, you're going to get activity from potentially negative forces.
All right.
So we have set the REM pod on the ground back here. We're going to back away a little bit, and we're going to run a spirit box session out here for a few minutes and see if perhaps we get anything out here.
We're outside in the woods now. So if there's anything that you would like to tell us now that we're in the area you like to hide, now's your chance. Can you come out of the woods, please?
We're not going to harm you. I just want to communicate with you. Is that something from there?
Came through there.
Mhm.
It came through the spirit box.
Yeah. You'll have to speak loud. It's hard for us to hear you.
If that was you, can you say that again, a little more louder and clear?
There's some sounds out in the woods there, aren't there?
Yeah,
I keep hearing stuff from over there.
it's the lightning.
Yeah. My name is Linda. Can you tell me yours?
I'm Jeff.
My name is Matt.
I fought for the Union.
What side did you fight on?
There's definitely some noises.
What did it say? It was 2 syllables.
Yeah, 2 syllables.
It sounded like Jeffrey to me. But yeah, it's something like whoo
Yeah.
out in the woods at the same time.
Some kind of animalistic noises out there.
I'll ask again. What side of the war did you fight on? Were you Union or Confederate?
North or south? That sounded like it said Yankee.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeff is a Yankee.
Are you saying, no, maybe you're saying that you're a Yankee. Are you a Yankee?
Yes or no, are you a Yankee? Are you a Yankee?
How about a blue belly? What'd that sound like?
That sounded like Blue Belly.
Yeah.
Can you try telling us your name?
Could you tell us your ranking?
Something that came through
That
there.
was 2 syllables.
That could be anything. Private, sergeant.
Hold on.
Could you say that again, please? What was your ranking, soldier? There it was again.
Are you an officer or enlisted? How about this? Infantry, artillery, cavalry.
It just spoke right as you started to. Can you see the red light on the ground? Can you go and touch that red light? It's not gonna hurt you.
So we left the recorder going back here with the REM pod. Matt's gonna review that and we'll see what we got on there. But there's a well up towards the front of the property, and you see some strange figures around the well. And what was that?
That was my flashlight.
Oh, was it? It looked like something was
Yeah.
tracing across. Oh, okay. But he sees some figures around the well. There were some symbols on the well, and I guess the cap to the well shattered.
Yeah, it broke. Yeah.
So he covered it with some plastic, but we're gonna go up there and stick the REM pod on it and
See what we get.
see what we can get. There's a lot of ambient sounds out here.
Yeah, there are. Well, I mean, we're surrounded by woods for the most part, and but you know, this one thing we talked about a lot before is waterways seem to be some sort of a conduit, particularly for demons. So we want to go by the well and see if there's anything, you know, anything that might be happening.
Absolutely. Let's check it out. So we're pretty low on those readings, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Geiger counter will slowly start to climb as it adjusts, but it'll even itself out to regular levels.
So is there anyone or anything here with us?
It is interesting how this is measuring a 0 reading right now.
0.
Yeah.
So we have this red light on top of the well. If you could, can you go and touch that red light?
Watch out for the danger noodles around here.
Just come and touch the red light to let us know that you're here. It's not going to hurt you. See, I'll demonstrate for you. If you just go very close, see the lights will come on. It'll start making a noise. Can you do that for us?
We have some other devices here that can help us know that you're with us. Again, they're not going to hurt you. The small white box measures different levels of radiation, and the other box measures electricity. So I know that was something new for you guys when you were around here. So it's not going to hurt you. It's just going to pick up that you're here.
This is your house over there?
I don't know.
I see your car, yeah.
There's a house right there. In the outside for a second.
Yeah.
We were trying to expand the shed. So from the floor I dug up and I threw them on the floor in there. So if you want to look at them and see what's on them, go ahead. You can see the writing right there. See? There's stuff on it. See it?
All right, so we stopped off at Wawa here, Farmville.
Found $1.
Matt found $1. There you go.
Like compensation.
Yeah. So I got this chicken salad sandwich. Whatever else get there?
I got a barbecue flavored chicken wrap and some her sour cream and onion. But they are one of my favorite types of chips.
Oh, nice.
I got a chicken Caesar wrap, one of those yogurt drinks, and vitamin water.
Nice.
And $1 and a rock.
$1. And a rock.
You got the rock
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
got
Matt
the
got
rock.
this rock that came from this guy's yard that allegedly was from about 800 years ago.
Yeah.
Possibly, the guy said that it possibly came here from Israel?
Yeah, the Knights Templar.
Knights Templar.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Huh.
That rock, we got a little bit in the video, but that's what we were looking at there. This is that barbecue chicken salad.
Yes.
That looks pretty hearty right there.
It does look pretty hearty, but I have to say that the chicken salad sandwich is one of the best things that they have here at Wawa.
Is it?
Their chicken salad is amazing. Not necessarily the kind that you get from the ordering menu thing from behind the counter, but this one.
The pre-made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's what
some
we got
good
here is the
shit.
pre-made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm.
So
Barbecue-y.
pretty on point, huh?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Oh man, look at that bite there. Gotta savor it a little bit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So how is that?
It's a good reward after tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Linda said this chicken salad is the best.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on I think it's on one of those ciabatta things.
Ciabatta.
Yeah, it looks like a little ciabatta bread there,
It is,
right?
but it's slightly sweet. That's part of what makes it so good. Oh, jeez. Like a quarter of the sandwich gone.
That's a good chicken
I told you, it is a good chicken sandwich.
That's on point. It's the wee hours of the morning, Sunday morning, and we are almost back home. It's about 3:47. Now, back in my day, we'd be just getting started at this time. Ghost hunters heading out into the night.
Just getting started.
Oh, I mean, we'd have been going at it for a little while, maybe. But we wouldn't be almost home, that's for sure. Yeah, I remember riding home into the sunrise, and those were the nights.
Yeah, we're not 20 anymore, though.
Yeah, it is what it is. But it's this time where, like I said, the night for a ghost hunter, the night is like a big fat cow, and it's ready to be milked, and you got to make sure you get every last drop. You got to milk every last drop out of that cow, and that's the way it is with the night. You got to make sure that you get every last bit of darkness. Make use of it. Don't waste any of it sleeping. It's enough time during the day to sleep when people are out. But that was some interesting stuff. We don't have any further evidence at this point on that investigation. Matt's going to review some of those audio files. We're not very hopeful just because there was some questionable things that happened, but the nature of activity, the kind of lack thereof. I always say it doesn't mean that this stuff doesn't happen by any means. It just means that on this time while we were there, nothing happened. Or if it did happen, we missed it. That's always possible too. So sometimes it's worth trying another night. Sometimes people don't want us to come back and try another night. Just gotta kind of see what happens. But interesting weekend, and this is hopefully Gas, Grub, and Ghosts is another kind of a window into the life of a ghost hunter, if you will. It started out on a Friday night and ends in the wee hours of Sunday morning. Places that we eat, I think that was the bulk of it. And then there's the investigation that was in the middle there. Now that was weird,
I hate it when it
right?
does that.
And it hasn't done that in this car before, but
yeah.
for some reason, right at that intersection,
Yep.
the collision alert goes off.
Yeah, it scares the pee out of you.
And I think it's a ghost.
It might be.
I think there's a ghost that lingers there, and I can't see it, but the car can sense it.
Yeah, might stand in the intersection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we go through, in our travels, we go through how many traffic lights?
Oh, tons.
Tons of them. And it doesn't happen.
Thousands.
And in this car, it's never happened
Yeah,
at
I
a
don't
traffic
recall
light.
it doing that. Yeah,
It might have happened when I came around a curve and there was like a car that was
Like a
parked
big
on the
white
road and
truck.
thought I was going to hit it or something. but it never happened at a traffic light. That was the first time for this
Yep.
car, but it was the same traffic light where it would always happen in the Ranger.
Yeah, and it happened. Didn't we have an Escape that did something like that too?
I think it was the Bronco. I think it was
the Bronco,
the Ranger
yeah.
and the Bronco. I'm not sure if the Escape had that
Yeah.
collision alert, but
Had a
the
lot
vehicles that
of
have had the collision alert have done that
Yes.
right there at that
Right
light.
there at that light.
A
Every
clear
time.
indicator that there is something unique about that area.
It really is.
Probably a ghost.
It is. It's got to be because there's no other cars parked there. There's nothing that would indicate, you
Yeah.
know, that would cause the sensor to go off like that.
And what's crazy is someone told us not far from that area. I don't want to give the exact subdivision there, but not far from that light that we were at,
Yeah,
someone reported seeing a Confederate soldier.
it was more than one Confederate soldier.
Was it more than one?
Yeah. They said they were coming down the road there with her mother in the car, and they came to the point where they had to all pretty much stop the car because there was a line of Confederate soldiers marching across the road.
So that would make sense because that was right near that area. If it wasn't that
was.
very intersection itself, I don't remember.
It
But
could have been. I remember where he said
Yeah.
but he told me it was an approximate
approximately.
location.
So
So it could have been because it wasn't far from there.
right. So if we just drove through a line of Confederate soldiers, that would make the collision alert probably go off.
Maybe.
I don't know. But anyway, thanks for joining us on this adventure here. Hey, some of you are asking. I know you're asking. Like, Jeff, what did you put in your beard? My beard's a little crazy a lot of times, and it was a little more steady tonight. Maybe if you noticed, maybe it wasn't because the humidity is like 120% outside, and I walked down,
Yes.
everything just got soaked. But Linda's got this cool venture that she's went on here, and she's starting a business that sells herbal wares. And one of the things that she's producing here is beard oil. But it's not just any beard oil, it's good beard oil. It's not just good beard oil, it's Bigfoot themed. Wood
Nice.
booger
Wood booger.
beard oil. And I put that in my beard. And then what's also going to be available soon is the Wood Booger Beard Balm. So for those of you who love Bigfoot, like me, like Linda I think does too, and I know Matt does, if you like Bigfoot stuff, like I said, it's cool because of that. But it's ultimately a really good working beard oil. I've been experimenting with it. I was the test subject. So her stuff is not tested on animals, it's tested on Jeff. And
You've tested the beard balm too.
I
though.
tested
I've
the
already
beard balm
formulated
too.
the beard balm.
Yeah. So that stuff has been going good. Like I've used it for months, and there's a big difference between when I use it and when I don't. But anyway, I'm not gonna make this a whole big plug here because I don't want to get dinged for like having a paid sponsor. Because I'm not getting paid for this, but
Yeah, eufolks.com. EUFOLKS.com.
yep, check that out. The store is live now, so you can buy stuff that Linda
Yeah.
makes.
There's not much on there. Not much on there yet.
But there's stuff. There's stuff, and you'll love it. Especially if you're. I'm not gonna keep going on that. But anyway, thanks for joining us. Another adventure, another episode of Gas Grub and Ghost, perhaps coming up soon. I know we have an investigation
2 weeks,
coming up in
right?
2 weeks. Yep. And we stay busy with these investigations. We try to keep them for every other weekend as we try to book 1 or 2 investigations depending on where they are and what we can get in.
Yeah. And how much Grace does her job.
So as long as that happens and she does her job well,
Yes.
there's much more to see in the dark.